Hello YouTube, everybody out there who wants to see my bike. This is an update on my 1993 Kawasaki Bayou 300. Fantastic bike. Headlights are a little wonky right now because they got to be rebolted properly. I actually just finished up this front bumper build. From here up is the original bumper. Unfortunately, we got stuck a couple of weeks ago, and when we were pulling it out, it ended up ripping out the entire lower section of the bumper and twisting that bumper right to shit. No frame damage or anything, but sheared off the bottom bolts on the bottom, so I ended up having to drill those out, retap them, and rebuild the bumper from there down. Unfortunately, I had to reuse the fair lead. It's not in the greatest shape, but it works. The bumper's twice as solid as it was originally. It only had the two pieces that came down like that, and then a cross beam. This actually has a whole section in here, two posts, and then that's a 1/4 inch plate that winch is mounted into. It's all bolted in by 1/2 inch bolts in the bottom instead of the original little tiny like M10s. It's got an oil cooler relocate, 100% done properly. The thing ain't going anywhere. It's been snorkeled. All in all, the bike's in great shape. It's on 27-inch ITP 589s with STI rims. It's got a Copland back seat. I do have a cushion that goes here and on the back, so ignore that for now. Seat is a little rough. I picked it up for cheap, but I needed something for storage. Let's see here. I did lift the rear end using shocks. I actually went out and ordered, well, not ordered, but looked all over the internet and found the best way to lift the rear end of this was with a set of Arctic Cat 500 rear shocks. These are 16.5 inches long when they're compressed like this, so that was measured like about an hour ago. I'm pretty sure unmeasured, like uncompressed without any weight on them, they're 17. They do have a 1/2 inch spring spacer in there, so it's a full 3.5 inches higher in the rear end than it was on the factory. Tell looking at that with a 27 in there, that's a lot of space. Center of the frame, it has 12 inches of ground clearance. Right now, because I don't have my spring spacers in these front shocks, I actually only have 12 inches of ground clearance in the front, but that's more than most brand new bikes have. All in all, bike's in great shape. I'm about to put back on my exhaust heat shield properly here. Touched up the pegs recently. The lower frame was painted. I am going to be putting a skid plate on it out of 1/16 steel plate. I was going to go with an aluminum setup, but I decided that was just not feasible for what the bike is. It's a 93. It's not anything spectacular. If it was a newer bike, I could say go nuts, but fortunately it's not. All in all, I'll show you guys how it starts and runs, and I'll get it out of the way. Yes, I am a trike guy as well. It's the second trike I'm putting together. My 200M that's actually quite well built right now, but missing fenders, so I'll be picking those up sooner than later. As you can see, exhaust shield our heat shield fell off again, but the bike runs fantastic. If you guys have any questions, shoot me a message and let me know. I'll be posting more of it actually riding, going off-road here before I sell it. I love the bike, but to be honest with you, I'm trying to get myself into a brute 650 or a 750, and this bike has just gotten a little finished. If you ask me, I'm kind of just done with the project of it, and I figure the way I sell it, it's going to go for 2,500 bucks. Cheapest one in my area that's factory and it's beat to shit with no lift or anything to it is like 1,500 bucks. So I figure with all the recent work that's been done to this bike and the sheer niceness of it compared to the other ones. It should be able to sell for about $2,500. So, all right, subscribe, give a thumbs up, guys. Have some fun, get out and ride.